So it's come to this. And all my years on this platform, I have to say that I am just appalled that I am being treated this way, that my views are not being taken seriously. I can't fathom that no one else deals with the kind of misery and oppression that I deal with on a daily basis. And the worst of it all is that I am getting it from one of the most popular YouTubers in the world, Channel Awesome. All I did was try to make a commentary about what's going on with Doug Walker and all of his friends, and in the end I just get blocked by Channel Awesome. It's no fair, I tells ya. And in my anger and rage, I had to get some alcohol. I had to get some mango-ritas from my local store. And now I am just very, very disappointed that it's come to this. That I have to watch terrible content just to get my point across. Because I don't like doing this. I don't like reacting to bad content. Oh, and my margarita is spilling everywhere. I got my handy dandy straw. Oh my gosh, I can't even see. Because I can't drink out of... So let's take a sip. And let me begin to explain what exactly we're going to do today. In response to the Nostalgia Critic, or should I say Channel Awesome, blocking me, whoever owns this Twitter page. I can't believe it. Can you? So, in response, we're going to watch some classic Channel Awesome. We're going to go back to where it all started. I didn't even like this show that much. I didn't even like the Nostalgia Critic that much. He was on. I watched it because, that's what content was in YouTube back then. You didn't have a lot to choose from. You just watched whatever was on. And that guy with the glasses happened to be pretty prominent. But let's watch a little bit. I'm gonna watch as much as I can stand until I just can't stand it no more, and I have to go grab my shotgun and put a few slugs into my head. But before that, I'm gonna take a look at it. Let's watch some classic Nostalgia Critic after them blocking me on Twitter. I had to go and look at just exactly where it all started. I kind of want to watch a few of these, or until I can take it no more. So let's start here. This is the first ever Nostalgia Critic review.
This is the shit! So it starts off like that copter was taken down years ago. And then they're like, get out of the copter or we'll shoot. And then he's like, wow, that's a transformer, it's so cool. And he's just like, everyone's like, and there's this kid, he's trying to get laid, and so he buys this car. And it's like the coolest car in the world. It knows how to pick up chicks. How can a car know how to pick up chicks? So he's driving around, he picks up this hot chick and stuff. The car's doing all the work. I don't know how it does it. And then there's this lame line, there's more to you than meets the eye, and everyone, okay. But then the car is like, wow, and it's a transformer too. And he's sending out this signal from his stomach, like the bat signal. I don't know what that's about. And then there's this little robot that kind of sounds like a gremlin. And they're just like, die, bitch. And then these asteroids are like, boom, boom, boom. And the kid's like, 50 years from now, you may look back and you wish you got in that car. It's like, And then a truck comes in, and it's Optimus Prime. Holy fuck, Optimus Prime is in this movie. And of course he goes, wow. And it's Optimus Prime, god damn. And he's got the same voice and everything, and he's huge. He's like gigantic. And the good guys are the Autobots, and they kick ass. And one of them's a Hummer. I'm totally buying a Hummer today. And then there's the Decepticon. You got a tank, you got an airplane, you got a police car. I always knew police were evil. I knew it. I had a feeling. And they're like, we gotta stop Megatron. And Megatron is fucking huge. He's this huge, big. There's a huge battle in the city, and you just wouldn't believe it. Everything's there. And all the people are like, and then they're like, protect the cube. And the girl's like, whatever happens today, I'm glad I stepped in that car. And everyone's like, and then they're like, it's just you and me, Megatron. Bitch. And then it's like, if any Autobots are listening, there is more than meets the eye. And then it was like, the end, and everyone's like, whoa, yeah. So it was good.
Okay. First ever Nostalgia Critic video. What do we think? First off, he does this other, or he did this other thing. I don't think he does it anymore, but the bum reviews. But that was basically the style of the bum reviews. It's that quick cut shit. I don't like it. It's what a lot of old YouTubers used to do, where they were just like quick cut. This is how you do it. Let's watch the next one. Because I think they play them in order.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. You know, I was walking down the aisles of the video store the other day and I noticed something I haven't seen in years. Cartoon All-Stars to the rescue. Immediately, a pool of disappointing memories came flooding back to me and I just knew I had to see this piece of shit again. Now, for those of you who don't remember this special, I'll give you the skinny. In the early 90s, ABC said they were going to do a half-hour special featuring kids' favorite cartoons. You name it. DuckTales, Chipmunks, Looney Tunes, Ninja Turtles, the works. When you're a kid, this is the equivalent of like Elvis meets the Beatles. I mean, the world could just explode right there. So for weeks, we've been waiting in anticipation, and finally the big day came. It was Saturday morning. All the kids are up, and we're hyped as hell. And who do they get to start off this groundbreaking event? None other than the goddamn President of the United States himself. Oh my God, George Bush is starting this thing off. Oh my God, George Bush is starting this thing off. That can't be good. He goes on and on about how listening to your parents is important and about how to maintain the American family. But when you're a kid, hyped up as hell, all you can hear is blah, 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 I'm an old person, blah, 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 I'm keeping you from your cartoons, blah, blah, blah. So after he's done blabbing, the show finally begins, and it's just like the commercials say. Everybody's there. The Smurfs, Ghostbusters, Garfield, Alf, for some reason, I don't know, maybe he snuck in the back, I don't know. But bottom line, everybody's there. It's unbelievable. It's a dream come true. So, now that all our favorite cartoon characters are together in one spot, what are they gonna talk about?
Marijuana.
Scoozy?
Marijuana.
Did Simon of the Chipmunks just say marijuana? What possessed Simon of the Chipmunks to say marijuana? No. This has got to be some kind of mistake. It can't be the same marijuana we're thinking of.
An unlawful substance used to experience artificial highs.
Oh my God. Why is Simon of the Chipmunks talking about marijuana? What kind of a slap in the face is that? I mean, Simon shouldn't know what marijuana is. Simon is one of the embodiments of childhood. He's from Alvin and the Chipmunks, for crying out loud. Jesus, I feel so dirty. Simon the Chipmunks just said marijuana. Is there any other American icon that can smash the foundations of my childhood any quicker?
What's this? A joint?
Why does Bugs Bunny know what a joint is? Bugs Bunny shouldn't know what a joint is. If Bugs Bunny knows what a joint is, that means he knows what drugs are. If Bugs Bunny knows what drugs are, that means the rest of the Looney Tunes know what drugs are. And if the rest of the Looney Tunes know what drugs are, well, that just explains so goddamn much! So, if you haven't put it together yet, all our favorite cartoon characters that we grew up with are coming together to talk to us about drugs. This is going to be a long half hour. So it turns out the special's not even about the cartoon characters, it's about a little twerp named Michael who has a stinking drug problem. He sinks to a new low when he steals his sister Corey's piggy bank. He uses it to get more drugs, which he hides in a box that he keeps under his bed. And what exactly does he keep in that box? A silly putty egg, 4 turds, and 2 cinnamon buns glued together. Because, hey, he was high, and he thought it was a good idea at the time. Corey thinks about telling her father, but he's too busy being an alcoholic and gay.
Oh. So, we're gonna just, Man, are we already halfway through this freaking video? I thought it was longer. I guess we'll
And the
keep going.
brawny man. To make matters worse, Michael is followed around by this obnoxious puff of smoke voiced by George C. Scott.
Hey, he needed me. All his cares went...
Okay, that was lame, but I like his next speech a whole lot better.
This individuality stuff's a bunch of crap. The bilious bastards who wrote that stuff about individuality don't know anything more about real battle than they do about fornicating.
Now that's a puff of smoke I can follow.
Bizarre.
But tell me, where did this slippery slope of marijuana abuse begin? Well, luckily, Bugs Bunny has a time machine that's able to show us.
I borrowed it from some coyote.
We find out that Michael just wanted to fit in, and that's why...
Okay, right there. Let's stop right there. That little uncomfortable face, as if he was like kind of bothered by Bugs Bunny's joke.
I borrowed it from some coyote.
Was Doug did he not like the joke? Is that what they were trying to like communicate? Because like so many a joke, this is like one of the biggest things. It's like everyone talks about when they have to kind of give Doug a reality check about the stuff he makes. Is that they're not good jokes. The jokes that he comes up with, they're not good. They're not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm forcing myself to watch these videos because I love to torture myself. I'm masochistic. I enjoy causing myself pain. And right now, I can't understand why I even liked this in the first place when I first started watching these videos. I can comment on like my experience with the video, you know, parallel to Doug. When I first watched Cartoon American All-Stars, whatever the hell it's called, I was in elementary school. I'm younger than Doug, so I wasn't up watching cartoons. I wasn't up trying to figure out what this was with George Bush. I was in a library. I was a little boy. I was like 3 years old, 5 maybe 6. And they had this on tape, and they just put it in, and I just watched it. I didn't feel the same. It felt a little surreal watching it because all the cartoon characters were talking about real life stuff, and that was what was kind of making me disturbed by it, by the classic Cartoon All-Stars. I wouldn't say that it's very prominent in my childhood. If Doug never brought it up, I probably would have forgotten it. I probably would have never remembered it existed, maybe vaguely. But for the most part, it's not very nostalgic for me. Or like I don't really much have memories of it, other than cartoon characters saying a bunch of like weird stuff about drugs and stuff. Inaccurate things about drugs.
We find out that Michael just wanted to fit in, and that's why he started smoking marijuana in the first place. And once you listen to how he talks, can you really blame him?
You guys cruising for lung cancer or what?
Somebody give that kid a joint. After that, we get some more narc speeches from the Ninja Turtles, DuckTales, and the Muppet Babies. Because when I think drug abuse, I think Muppet Babies. Now, after some long-winded speeches, the characters get together and they do the most logical thing they can think of. They have an intervention with an Alan Menken song.
Guess I'm allergic.
And good excuse is something you never outgrow.
Go on, push, eject, protect yourself, get it. Those drugs are so boring.
If you survived your suicide attempt, the special ends pretty much as you would imagine it.
Suicide joke. Suicide joke.
Michael gets off the drugs, he makes up with his sister, the puff of smoke disappears, and his attentive parents are none the wiser. So, what kind of message are kids supposed to get from this special? That if they smoke weed, all their favorite cartoon characters will appear? Yeah, that's a top-notch moral right there.
Is he kidding?
And if you don't get off the drugs, these suckers get violent. In fact, I was shocked at how cruel some of these cartoon characters really are. I mean, look at this. They lock people in burning buildings, run them over with a roller coaster, blow them up, drown them. Even Winnie the Pooh gets his ass handed to him. Jesus, these suckers are mean. Another problem I have with this special is that everybody cries at the drop of a hat. Watch. You see? Okay, what exactly are these cartoon characters trying to tell us?
There's nothing cool about a fool on drugs.
Fair enough, I guess. So the next time the...
What's up, Doc, is your life, if you don't cut it out.
Okay.
You're excellent just the way you are.
Got it.
We don't always see things the way they are.
Okay.
Just believe in yourself.
Well,
We care about you.
well, maybe...
Everyone's got problems, kid.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say no?
Got it.
You gotta believe in yourself.
Will you shut up?
Listen to us.
Yeah, I heard you.
You use, you lose.
Okay, God! You know, I thought this would be really cool, but you know what? This really blows. All my cartoon characters are fucking narcs. I mean, for crying out loud, how many times do you have to hammer this shit in?
If everyone was jumping off a cliff, would you go too?
Maybe after seeing this shit. I mean, for crying out loud, do you know what the irony is? I think that most of these cartoon characters were on drugs long before this special ever came out. I mean, look at it. Garfield's always hungry, Pooh's happy as hell, Daffy's hyped up on speed, and Michelangelo, well, listen to it.
Your brain must be like really messed up.
I even think our beloved president smoked a doobie before he came out. I mean, look at him. He's looking at Barbara's head like it's a giant cheeseburger. Maybe I'm being too harsh on this special. After all, they are trying to get across a very moral lesson.
Drugs aren't your pal. They're your enemy.
A very sound point. Any objections?
I make them feel good.
He's got me there.
Is that even a bomb? What was that?
Those drugs are so boring.
Is that like a makeshift?
Marijuana.
Did he like make a bomb?
They're your...
He's got
Is
me
that like a
there.
homemade bomb? What is that? Is that just a homemade bong out of a fucking solo cup? I can't tell. Maybe if I zoomed in on
got
it,
me
but I don't
there.
have anything to zoom in. I thought it was a bomb, but it's not. What is it? What is he lighting a...
Those drugs are so boring.
Marijuana.
I smoke weed all the time. I don't know what the fuck he's smoking out of.
Hello, I'm the
Shut up.
It better be Donkey Kong.
Oh, wait, we're on the next one? Oh, the old Cloverfield trailer?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it's a video camera shooting a going... They're gonna miss Rob after he leaves the city.
Oh, he can't show
I
it?
don't know who Rob is,
So
but
he
I'm
had to
missing
draw?
him already. When suddenly, the power goes out, and a loud explosion is heard outside. The people start screaming and running downstairs as the camera goes a little...
Oh, this is terrible.
on us. As everybody exits outside, they hear a thunderous roaring sound. A thunderous roaring sound? What could that be? Oh, it's a building blowing up. Dude, it's a building blowing up! Holy shit! As the building blows up in the
This has to be... I'm not going to finish this, because this is pretty bad. He drew all these pictures, I'm guessing. I don't know if this was, like, part of the joke, is that he's just trying to have an illustration of the trailer, or if, like, YouTube was going to, like, block his shit for posting the Cloverfield trailer from way back. I don't know. I can't tell, unless, like, he fucking asked him. But this sucks, so I'm just going to skip. This is really stupid.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so
Power
you don't
Rangers,
have to. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I have to admit, growing up, I wasn't really a Power Rangers kid. I was more in the...
That's the other kind of thing I want to bring up on. I'm not even going to watch this because I don't give a shit. This is like where it starts of like where he's being nostalgic for stuff, but he's not actually nostalgic for it. He says right here he didn't grow up with the Power Rangers. I grew up with the fucking Power Rangers. I was in elementary school when this came out. I was excited for this shit because it was made for me. This wasn't made for you, Doug. This was made for fucking little kids. You fucking little kids. Sounds wrong. I didn't mean to say it like that. This was made for kids. And Doug, like, you don't feel nostalgic for it because it wasn't made for you. This wasn't meant for you for your viewing eyes. You were supposed to be, what are you, almost 40 now? You're like 6 years older than me. You should have been like watching, what the fuck do people fucking were you watching Power Rangers in your goddamn shit? What year is this movie? For one thing, 95? How old was I in 1995? I was like almost, when the movie came out, I was like almost 14. So I was already kind of a year or two into Power Rangers. You'd have to be in your 20s, Doug. Why would you be watching Power Rangers in your early 20s, unless you're like one of those obsessed, cinchy, fucking Japanese Power Rangers nerds or whatever? What am I talking about? Drink some happy juice. Ugh. I don't want to watch this because I don't give a shit about Power Rangers. And Jug, this is like my biggest. I'm just babbling. I'm sorry, but this is what I don't like about a lot of creators on YouTube or people like Doug, who have like review shit, and they try to talk about shit they don't know about. Of course you're not nostalgic for it. You didn't watch it. And just because you watch a movie doesn't mean that it's actually nostalgic for you. If you watch a movie from when it came out, when you were a kid, and you didn't actually watch it, that doesn't mean it's nostalgic for you. You just remember, like, I don't know, you just remember it existed. Like, I kind of remember that I watched it, but I wasn't really into it. But I'll review it anyway. Like, the whole premise behind the Nostalgia Critic is so flawed. You've destroyed your character so much that, well, you destroyed your character from the start. This was probably when I stopped watching this channel. Actually, I gotta admit it. I didn't care from the start because I felt like that he was a ripoff of AVGN. And none of this was entertaining for me back when I was like younger. When I was watching this, not Power Rangers, but when Doug Walker was making these channels. This came out in 2007. And I wasn't watching this channel. I probably skimmed through it. I watched it because maybe my friends watched it and they had some like kind of poppy humor in it to make me like kind of laugh. But overall, this isn't a good video. And like it's the same Nostalgia Critic formula. You know, you're just talking, but you're not talking about anything because you actually aren't nostalgic for this. You're just saying words. You're just saying noise. I don't care. So skip this.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. I'm here in Oak Park, Illinois, where we are witnessing
Oh yeah, he lives in Chicago. That's crazy.
Gathering in Illinois, if not the United States, of Harry Potter fans who have all gathered here together to celebrate the release of the new Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Does anyone even know who he is yet? So, if this was at a time when the Nostalgia Critic wasn't even like popular yet, so he's pretty virtually unknown at this point. So he has to be pretty sad.
Literally thousands of children, parents, and very lonely adults have come out here to see.
He's over here fucking riffing on all the fucking Harry Potter fans. You have balls.
What J.K. Rowling has farted up this time.
Exactly.
Farted
I know
up?
what you're thinking. How is this a nostalgic event? Well, when you think about it, there's actually a lot of nostalgia value here. Years from now, children are going to be looking back at this cherished day and be asking one question. Why did I wait hours in line for a book that I am most likely going to sell at a garage sale?
Wow, I've never seen this. He's taking out some low blows at like Harry. I mean, J.K. Rowling's a piece of shit, and she's like pretty stupid now. But it's kind of funny that he's making all these kind of jabs at it, and he's at this fucking. Was he doing this because he's a fan, or was he doing this to like fucking make fun of people? That's kind of interesting. I would like to know a little bit. I don't know. Maybe he has a story behind this that's amusing. He looks like he doesn't even want to fucking be there. Why? Why is he there?
Alright, so what exactly is your job here tonight?
Making sure that everyone's in the right line, in the right place, and that nobody's fighting over their spot.
Have any brawls, fights broken out yet?
We've had some arguments.
I mean,
No brawl, no
brawls.
fists, no
You haven't
fists.
had to break out the hairy bats?
No Harry bats.
Do you have hairy bats?
The hairy bat?
No Harry bats.
Do you have hairy bats?
No fists, no
You haven't had
fists.
to break out the hairy bats?
No Harry bats.
Do you have hairy bats?
Doug Walker, you're not fucking funny. And let me tell you why. Perfect example. Harry Bats. That's not funny. That's not a joke. Even this lady is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Doug, I don't know what your thought process is for coming up with jokes sometimes, but you sound like a little fucking kid when you try to fucking set up a joke. You sound like a little kid that doesn't know what he's talking about when you're trying to be funny. You just say whatever comes to your mind, and you don't like think if this is gonna hit or not. You can watch it in any of your fucking TV shows, your little movies, your pop shot quick show. You see that you're painfully unfunny in all of them. And here's a really early example of what makes you really not funny is because you don't know what the fuck you're saying. You're just saying words. Harry Bats. What the fuck? Harry Bats? Are they like Harry Potter shaped bats? Is that the joke? Is that what's supposed to be funny? And she doesn't even get it. She's like, Harry Bats? Are you fucking idiot? And here you are trying to make fun of people from the fucking opening for their stupid little book. And you're just trying to troll them. And your trolling's not funny. This was a waste of time. You wasted a night trying to troll Harry Potter fans. Do you even like the book?
Do you have Harry Bats?
What? Doug Walker, what? Did you try to be funny? That's what she's trying to like convey to you, Doug Walker. You didn't say a funny joke. Because a lot of your jokes aren't funny. You're not good at improv. You're not good at it. You suck. Christ. I dropped my mouse. I don't know what to do anymore. These are pretty good. Shit. I'm so big I can't move around. I can't fucking find my... Shit. Oh, fuck. There. Damn it. I can't find my mouse. I'm so pathetic. I want to stop. I want to stop this. I want to stop this. I can't take it anymore. It's so dumb. This isn't funny.
They actually have a Potter's Butterbeer, because nothing celebrates the release of a children's book like getting plastered off your ass.
Butterbeer's not alcoholic.
This is a baby Griffin. It's actually my daughter's.
That's your daughter?
No. This is not my daughter.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because the father must have... Yeah.
Well, we won't go into that.
You're meddling in things that ought not to be meddled in.
Does he bite at all?
No.
Your jokes suck.
He's young.
Fuck, I'm sick of this. Oh god, how long is this? Too long.
Everybody's
Skipping.
dressed up here. I haven't seen so many with...
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to.
Teenage Mutant fucking Ninja Turtle. This is the shit. When we were growing up, Ninja Turtles were everywhere. Comic books, TV shows, breakfast cereals. They even had a pie.
I'm not a big fan of the Ninja Turtles. I'm sorry. I think the Ninja Turtles are kind of stupid. I don't think they're, like... I don't think they should be looked at fondly. I'm sorry if I get a lot of haters for this, but I just don't think that the Ninja Turtles were ever that cool to begin with. I think they're kind of... they're annoying. They're not... The stories don't ever really amount to anything. They always end up going to, like, what? Generation X or Planet X or some shit, the X Zone. And it just never amounts to anything. You don't ever get any kind of, like, life lessons. It's some 4 men who live in the fucking sewer and eat nasty-ass New York pizza. What is... I don't think the Ninja Turtles are the shit. I think they're a marketing ploy. They're made to sell toys. The Ninja Turtles are made to sell toys. And that's not cool. That's marketing. Marketing is stupid and boring, and I hate it. God, I hate these videos.
I named after him. It tasted like splooge, but we didn't care. As long as it had the Ninja Turtles on it, we were happy. So when we heard they were actually making a live-action movie based on this phenomenon, we proudly pissed our pants with joy. We shit ourselves with excitement. We vomited up vast amounts of excrement, shit on it, rolled around in it.
Remember was it James Rolfe's Ninja Turtles video? Where he said they shit their pants? The other thing about Doug that really pisses me off is that he is just a ripoff of James Rolfe. This isn't like... It's not even like you can argue about it. He's such a clone of James Rolfe that no one really ever talks about it because they don't want to like compare the two because they think they're so different, right? James talks about video games and Doug does movies. That's how it is, right? No. Doug rips off and copies everything that James does and does it in his own twisted, nostalgic critic way. He tries to make it seem genuine and unique, but you see through all the flaws. We've been seeing it through every fucking video. We could watch every single video today on the Nostalgia Critic, and I could show you every time he does something very annoying and stupid that makes him such an annoying and stupid character. An annoying and stupid man. He's not funny. He's not entertaining. If you enjoy this, you enjoy very terrible, terrible content. I can't believe I'm still doing this. I'm in my Discord. I didn't mean to go here. I'm going back to the video.
Put it back in our mouths and proceeded to vomit it up again in roaring anticipation. Okay, maybe only I did that. But still, bottom line, we were hyped as hell. These movies kicked ass back then, and I'm sure they're gonna kick ass now. Which is to say I haven't actually seen these movies in years. But that's why, as a special treat, I'm gonna sit down and review the movies with you as you're watching it with me. So, grab your vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle box of cookies and enjoy the show. Just watch the movie. Alright, New York. So far, so good. Actually, I like this opening because it doesn't even...
Okay. This is another fucking critique about all of his videos is that he starts off, in these early videos at least, he starts off just critiquing it from the very start. Like every little scene,
look like a Ninja Turtle.
he has to dissect every. He has to just. He just has to fucking.
Watch.
Who's a black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks?
Shaft. You see?
Nothing. This isn't even the hook. Fuck.
April O'Neil.
It's just a joke. It's a stupid joke.
That's not it.
Why does he critique every little damn thing? Who watches movies like this? Who watches movies like this? Do you watch movies and do you have to comment on every little fucking thing that you see on the screen? Do you seriously do that? Do you do this CinemaSins shit and try to just make philosophical or critiquing comments about shit, just random shit, just shit that comes to the first? That's not like... That's what like a mentally ill person does when they watch a movie. Someone that's like autistic or has Asperger's. That's what people do when they just have to say everything like, oh, is this the scene where she wears her yellow Jubilee fucking Christmas coat? And is this also the scene where I saw it once in fucking Breakfast at Tiffany's when the way he talks, the way he explains, the way he's critiquing. This isn't how critics critique. This is a formula. This is just a formula of how he does it. But it sucks. Nobody watches movies like this. No one just starts talking from the very opening of a movie and just starts complaining. If you did that during a movie with me, I would punch you in the fucking mouth. Because you're really annoying. That's not how you watch a movie. I hate movies, but if you're just like complaining and whining the entire time, that's not how you critique movies. That's what I don't even know what to say. It's what impossible, annoying, obnoxious people do when they watch movies, because they don't know how to watch movies. They just keep talking. They just fucking keep talking. This is what he does. He just fucking keeps talking about dumb, nonsensical shit. These aren't real critiques. These aren't real. This isn't. You're not a real critic. It's so stupid. I hate it. I can't take this anymore. I was gonna watch up to the Pokemon, the first review, but I'm so angry. And I have to go pee really bad because I drank too much. So I'm gonna stop the stream here because I've had my fill of Doug Walker. Channel Awesome has blocked me from Twitter, but who cares? Nobody uses Twitter anyway. So take care out there. Drive safe. And I'll probably make another one of these. I'll try to finish these videos later because this is actually kind of fun. Riffing on this asshole's content. Anyway, if I can stop dropping my mouse, I can stop the stream. Oh, look at my eye. My eye's so fucking crazy. I remember it so you don't fucking have to.